Up first this evening, the United States has promised to review the travel advisories on Jamaica, given the country's progress in reducing murders. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was speaking during a press conference which formed part of his first official visit to Jamaica.
Hey, it's getting wild out here. Have y'all seen this? I don't care where you go, but you better not be traveling to Jamaica or the Bahamas. Jamaica has been issued a level 3 warning for travelers, and Bahamas have been issued a level 2 warning. Jamaica spikes and murders triggering travel warning to Americans visiting Caribbean island nation.
Not America telling people that Jamaica is a level 3 on the travel advisory. Not America telling people to exercise increased precaution when going to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to walk at night when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people not to take public transportation when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to travel with travel insurances when they go to Jamaica. Not America telling people to reconsider their travel plans when they're going to Jamaica. Not America doing this in the month of blackness. America. Now we live here, okay? And in the past few days, how many SA cases has there been in just America alone? We don't have people creating mass shootings every 3 business days, okay? Where is the travel advisory for the United States of America? Talking about be safe when you go to Jamaica. You need to be safe when you live in here, because the air we breathe in America isn't safe. The food we eat in America isn't safe. The water bottles we drink out of in America isn't safe. The formula we feed our babies in America isn't safe. Talking about it's not safe. The homicide level in Jamaica in the month of January alone is 18. How many has it been in just February 1st, 2024 alone in America? There's violence everywhere. It doesn't matter which country, there is violence everywhere. So please don't be singling out these little Caribbean countries that their tourism is top notch. Okay, because what? Nobody's going to Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So, ma'am, you mad? Yeah, we going. We not canceling our trips.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch this video from our United States Secretary Marco Rubio. United States Secretary Marco Rubio, he has come out and say that he's going to consider removing the 3 advisory that they issued last year to their citizens not to visit Jamaica. As we can remember, United States last year they issue a 3 advisory ban to their citizens. They are telling the United States citizen not to visit Jamaica. Jamaica, it is not safe for the United States citizen. They were saying that there is a lot of gun violence which it is going on in the street. The tourists or the visitors, they are not safe. Majority of them, they were being robbed on the street. So after that, the United States, they issue a 3 advisory ban to Jamaica. And right now, we are seeing the United States Secretary Marco Rubio. He has come and visited Jamaica. And after visiting Jamaica, he is now telling the Jamaicans, the Jamaican Prime Minister, that he's going to consider removing the 3 advisory ban that they issue to their citizen about Jamaica. So kindly guys, I want you guys to watch this video, and also I'll be playing you the reaction of Jamaicans, how they have reacted to these 3 advisory ban that the United States they issued, and right now they want to remove. So kindly guys, watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
The Bahamas and Jamaica are not backing down against the U.S. The U.S. has been handing out travel advisories left and right, and Jamaica and the Bahamas are over their names being dragged through the dirt. Just a quick recap, Jamaica and the Bahamas have had travel advisories for some years now. But these travel advisories have been even more amplified because of some recent crimes that have been taking place in the Bahamas and Jamaica. The Jamaican Tourism Board had a few things to say about this. They're saying that there are distinctive areas in Jamaica that have high risk for crime. So the majority of the island's tourism product remains unaffected. Overall, the crime rate against visitors to Jamaica remains extremely low at 0.01%. The board also wanted to add that the island consistently ranks among the top destinations for international travel, welcoming over 4.1 million visitors in 2023. And of that 4.1 million, 3 million of them were U.S. citizens. Before I go, let's revisit the Global Peace Index real quick, because I think you guys need to be reminded that the United States is currently at 131 on the Global Peace Index for 2023. In 2022, the US ranked around 129, 128. So the overall peacefulness of the United States is actually not getting any better. It's getting worse. So I can see where Jamaica and Bahamas are defending their name, because at the end of the day, millions of US tourists are visiting these destinations each year. And might I add, year over year over year, unaffected of any violent crimes. But hey, all I see is opportunity. Because of these travel advisories, there's probably travelers that don't want to go to Jamaica and Bahamas right now, which is cool with me because that means cheaper tickets. And I love cheap, so catch me on a beach in Jamaica.
Hey, it's getting wild out here. Have y'all seen this? I don't care where you go, but you better not be traveling to Jamaica or the Bahamas. Jamaica has been issued a level 3 warning for travelers, and Bahamas have been issued a level 2 warning. Jamaica spikes in murders triggering travel warning to Americans visiting Caribbean island nation. And Jamaica already, we only like 31 days in this year, and they already had 65 murders. 81 cases though, 65 murders. That's like a murder for that's 2 murders a day. And they doing homicides, they robbing people, they doing everything you can imagine. Crime rate has went through the roof. As you can see, Jamaica has seen 65 murders since the new year, according to the data release. The latest warning comes spiking murders in the Bahamas since January the 1st. This is a level 3, and they're encouraging all Americans to reconsider travel. Cities, violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, sexual assaults, and homicides are common as a reason for the alert. This is wild. Hey, so whatever you doing, wherever you plan on going, I hope this is not one of the places. Because as you can see, they is not playing out there. So be safe, y'all. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Follow for more. We gone.
Up first this evening, the United States has promised to review the travel advisories on Jamaica, given the country's progress in reducing murders. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was speaking during a press conference which formed part of his first official visit to Jamaica. Andrea Chisholm reports.
Bilateral discussions underway between Jamaica and the United States. Among the issues, travel advisories which normally advise U.S. citizens to reconsider travel to Jamaica due to crime.
We did talk about tourism because obviously it's a significant part of your economy, and we pledged we were going to go back and reevaluate the travel advisories as they currently stand. Those travel advisories are designed to American travelers. And I think we need to analyze that and just ensure that the status we're currently in accurately reflects the status quo and takes into account the progress you've already made this year and made last year.
For the January to March 2025 period, Jamaica has seen a roughly 35% decline in murders. Speaking of crime, Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mr. Rubio addressed a constant problem: gangs and illegal guns.
We reaffirmed our commitment to enhancing cooperation in combating transnational crime, ensuring the collective safety of our citizens, and mutually secured borders. We discussed a global war on gangs, and there is already significant policy alignment with both countries in this regard.
How many of the guns and the weapons that are being used by gangs to commit acts of violence here in Jamaica are purchased in the United States and then shipped here? And we want to commit to doing more to stopping that flow at the same time as we do more to commit to increasing your capacity.
Lottery scammers will be further targeted, and the security forces will have more access to software and other technological developments to help fight crime.
The Jolt Fusion Center that is starting up again, and that's been even further strengthened, that's going to help address lottery scamming. We can announce this synthetics detection equipment for Jamaica's forensic labs. another counter-gang recruitment program that we seek to launch as a result of our visit here today.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
The responsibility of the U.S. Embassy or the U.S. Consulate in any country is to ensure the well-being of U.S. citizens living, working, or traveling to such country. Jamaica is no exception, right? So the U.S. government recently issued a travel advisory to Jamaica with a level 3. That level 3 advisory has been in effect for the past 21 months. It hasn't changed. It's been the same level 3. Now, we had our Minister Kamina Johnson and Prime Minister Andrew Holness criticizing the content and timing of the U.S. Embassy's travel advisory. Now, if our leaders take crime out of it, if the leaders of our nation right now can criticize the U.S. Embassy, which is located within the nation in Kingston, Jamaica, based on its analytic findings of what's going on in our medical system and our medical records system, based on pure facts, we are being delusional. We are being delusional. Now we're going to talk about timing. Let me ask you this. Is the Jamaica's medical system right now, hospitals, clinics, prepared to handle any emergency? I'm waiting for your answer. Are we prepared in terms of medical responses, ambulance, paramedics, fire trucks? Are we prepared? So why criticize the U.S. government when they are looking out for the well-being of their citizens? Now, with the reactions of our leaders, we are going to spark more controversy between the U.S. government and the Jamaican authorities, because instead of accepting that we need improvement, we're actually criticizing the logical findings of the U.S. Embassy. Now, Jamaican people, tell me, are we electing people who are looking out for the well-being of Jamaica? I am not saying that you should bow to the United States, but nothing in the United States Travel Advisory was a lie. So why are we challenging them when they're looking out for the well-being of their citizens? That's their responsibility. That's their job. Now, what an effective leader would have done in a situation like this is take a step back, analyze its own findings and statistics, and forecast and present the anticipated and expected changes within the system to change the advisory and to facilitate a fruitful relationship between the United States government, the United States citizens, and the Jamaican government. We're here criticizing logical findings. It makes no sense to me. And then we have some Jamaicans on the threads and social media acting as though the findings are illogical, and they're not. There are realistic facts. Come on, Jamaica, man. Time for wake up, you know. If we know wake up, it will be to our own detriment. The U.S. Department of State have issued a travel advisory advising its citizens to avoid travel to Jamaica based on the fact that the country is plagued with violent crimes such as armed robbery, home invasions, sexual assaults, and murder. It also advised that sexual assault not only take place in the common areas, but also at the tourist resorts, all-inclusive resorts. Now, it went on to state that local police often do not do an effective job in investigating and prosecuting perpetrators of these crimes. Imagine that. Now, it also stated that families of victims of violence and deadly crashes in Jamaica have to wait up to a year to obtain death certificates for their loved ones. U.S. employees at the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica are also advised not to venture outside of a specified area. No, it also states that the hospital and medical services in Jamaica are not on par. Hence, U.S. citizens should avoid the nation because they cannot be taken care of should they have a medical emergency. Now, watch this now. All these things that's in this advisory are things that the locals have been stating every day. And we have people come out and bash us. Now, I am waiting on a speech that says something like, don't matter how much them talk about with all-inclusive resorts, don't matter how much they talk about the crime and the violence, don't matter how much they talk about the home invasion, we are this and we are that. I am waiting for that speech. Why don't I hear a speech bashing the U.S. State Department for advising its residents and citizens not to travel to Jamaica? Imagine that, you know. And when the locals who have a vision speak on these things, it's an issue. But here we go. Here we go. Worldwide. It's on the U.S. State Department website. Big, clear, bold. The world can see it. They don't have to be someone on a TikTok lineup. No, they don't have to go on there. No, it's right there. It's all over the news in the U.S. So it's not hiding. Go ahead, bash the news networks. Go ahead, bash the U.S. government. Those are the things that I'm talking about. A group of reactive individuals who think they understand what they're doing because of the authority they hold, and not using common sense and proper judgment in what they do, in what they say, in how they act, in how they behave, in how they address sensitive issues. Jamaicans, all away and a fool. Some have sense, yeah?
Secretary Rubio, given changes to U.S. immigration policies, there are some Jamaicans who are afraid to travel back to Jamaica, even though they are legitimate green card holders. What assurances can you give to those individuals that they will have no difficulty returning to the United States?
If you're a green card holder, you're not illegally in the United States. If you're a green card holder, you are legally in the United States. What the president has said, and I don't know how anybody can disagree with this, every country in the world has immigration laws. And immigration laws, if you don't enforce them, you don't have immigration laws. Over the last few years, we've had, 13, 14, 15 million people enter the United States unlawfully and irregularly. No country in the world can assume that. By the way, that's not unique to us, right? Even here in Jamaica, you face challenges of migration. And it's not that we don't sympathize with people that are leaving difficult circumstances. It's that no society can absorb mass migration from anywhere in the world. You just can't do it. And we're facing that challenge. That's not specific to Jamaica, I'm just speaking in general. And so the president is doing something that frankly hasn't been done in a long time. He's enforcing our immigration laws. And that's what we're doing. So if you're a green card holder, you're not illegally in the United States. I think the challenge is for those who are illegally in the United States, we have to have immigration laws. They have to be followed. I mean, I don't know why that's an unreasonable demand. And frankly, I mean, Jamaica is not a major source of illegal migration, to be frank. It's not even in the top 10 or top 20, for that matter, I don't think. But that said, we are enforcing our immigration laws, because here's what happens if you don't. You'll get another 12 million people. And if tomorrow Jamaica announces anybody who wants to come can come in, you're going to get a lot of people too, and you know, it's going to be very disruptive. So we need to have immigration laws, and we need to enforce them, and that's what we are. That's what the president is doing. That's what he promised voters he would do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But if you're a green card holder, you're legally in the United States, unless, and I say this because a lot of these people come, unless you're some student visa holder who's a sympathizer of some terrorist organization and is running around in our streets like a lunatic, burning down buildings and attacking students at universities. If you're one of these lunatics that's going to put on a mask over your face and break into a student union center and harass students, and we wouldn't have let you in the first place. If you had told us that, if you told us, I'm going to America not just to study at your university, but to tear up your campus, we would have never let you in. And if you do that, once you come into the United States, we're going to kick you out. We're going to do that. And I don't care what terrorist organization they're supporting, we're going to kick you out. If you're a gang member, we're going to kick you out. Okay? If you're one of these violent gang members that's coming to the United States, then we're going to kick you out. That we're going to do. There's no doubt about it. But the president's very committed to that. And but if you're a green card holder and you're not any of these things, you're going to be fine.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from United States Secretary and the reaction from Jamaicans, how they have reacted, knowing that this United States, it is like they are playing with the Jamaicans' mind, because how comes that this travel ban, it has been staying for months, it has been staying for years, whereby the United States, they came out last year issuing the 3 adversarial ban to Jamaica. They were telling their citizen, United States citizen, not to visit Jamaica. Jamaica, it is not safe for the tourists. Jamaica, it is not safe for the people who are visiting Jamaica. They were saying there's a lot of gun violence. People are being robbed on the street. So people, the United States citizen, they should not go and visit Jamaica. So these are they issue a 3 adversarial ban to Jamaica. And right now, we are seeing the United States Secretary Michael Rubio. He has now come in Jamaica and he has done a joint meeting with Jamaican Prime Minister Mr. Andrew Wallace, and he's coming out and telling the Jamaicans that they are going to consider removing the 3 adversarial ban that they issued to Jamaica. For me, I can tell you that this United States, it is playing with the mind of the Jamaicans, not only Jamaicans. This United States, they are playing with the mind of the people in the Caribbean, because recently we saw the same Michael Rubio, the United States Secretary. He came out and sent and issue a threat to the Caribbean leaders. Michael Rubio, he was telling the Caribbean leaders to end their relationship with Cuban doctors. He doesn't want to see Caribbean countries supporting or doing business with Cuban doctors. So if the Caribbean countries, they are not going to end their relationship with Cuban doctors, the United States will cancel the Caribbean leaders' visa. So these are some of the threats that Michael Rubio, he was sending to the Caribbean leaders, you can imagine. And right now I'm seeing the Jamaican Prime Minister welcoming and receiving the United States Secretary Michael Rubio. And the same person, he has been issuing a threat to the Jamaican leaders. Yeah, he was saying that if the Jamaicans, they will not end their relationship with Cubans, doctor, the Jamaican leaders, they will be cancelled. They will cancel the Jamaican leaders their visa to United States. So this is tell you that these people, they really want to control some of the black countries in the Caribbean, and they're the same person who they came out and issue a 3 adversarial ban to Jamaica. For me, I can tell you that we have seen a lot of things it is happening in United States. We have seen a gun violence. We have seen people mass shooting on the street. We have seen a lot of things it is happening in United States right now. But these people, they can't talk what is happening in their country. They will always talk about the other country. So these people, they don't want the people to know what it is happening in their country. In their country, it is very worse. People are being killed. There is a mass shooting. Every day there is a mass shooting. So there is a lot of things which it is happening in their country and they cannot talk about. They will only talk about the black countries. Yeah, these people, they will always talk about the black countries. They want to control the black countries' leaders. Why is it right now, after Michael Rubio, the United States Secretary, has visited Jamaica, he wants now to remove the 3 adversarial ban? Yeah, why is it right now? Because this guy, he wants to control the Prime Minister of Jamaicans. He wants the Caribbean leaders to follow exactly what the United States, they are saying. For me, I can tell you that this is now the 21st century, whereby we ended slavery. We ended slavery, and also our leaders right now, they have started to know exactly what their people they want. Right now, majority of our leaders, they are not becoming puppets. They are not being controlled with this Western country. So these people, they need to talk about what it is happening in their country. They should stop talking about what it is happening in the black countries. Because how can you come out and tell the world that you should not go to Jamaica. Jamaica, it is not safe. How can you do that? How can you come out and tell the world that this country, it is not safe? Don't go to Jamaica, don't go to Caribbean. How? Have you ever seen the Jamaican country talking about telling people not to go to United States? There is a mass shooting. No, the Jamaicans, they cannot talk about United States. Why are the United States talking about Jamaica? Why are they painting bad image of Jamaica? And this is how these people, they've been painting a bad image about Africa. They have been saying that Africa, it is a third world country. They have been showing the bad image of children dying, hunger, of people struggling. Yeah, those are the bad image that they have been showing to their people there about Africa. They can't show anything good about Africa. They always show everything bad about Africa, so that our black people, they are in the diaspora, they cannot come to Africa. The black Americans, they cannot come, they cannot visit to Africa. There are black people in the Caribbean, they cannot visit Africa. It is because of the bad image that these people, they have been painting to Africa. The same way that these people, they want to paint to black countries in the Caribbean, so that these people, the black Americans and the black people, they are in the Caribbean, they are in United States or the Western country, they cannot go to these black countries in the Caribbean. This is all these things they want. They don't want us black people to unite. Yeah, they don't want us black people to unite because they fear black unity, because they know the only thing that the only thing that they are using against us black people is to divide us. These people, they always want us black people to be divided. They don't want us black people to speak one language. They don't want us black people to support each other. They are trying so hard to divide us, and that's why they are coming out and issue the traveling ban to some of our black countries in the Caribbean, so that our black people, they cannot go there. Yeah, this is now their tricks. And right now, they are fighting with other countries, and they want to control the affairs of the black countries in the Caribbean. Why are they want to interfere with the Jamaica and Cuban affair? Why are they want some of the black countries in the Caribbean to end their relationship with Cuba? If these people, they cannot go along with Cubans, they need to stop Cubans going to their country alone, but not telling the countries in the Caribbean not to support Cubans, not to bring the Cubans doctor in their country. We all know the Cubans doctor, they are best. In Cuba, they are having the best doctor. These people, they have more experience when it comes to the health sector. So they want black people in the Caribbean to die because these people, they don't want their leaders to bring and to do more business with Cuban doctors. This is to tell them that these United States, they need to leave the black countries alone. Why is it right now they want to uplift the ban that they issued to the Jamaica? Why right now? These people that have been telling their citizens not to go to Jamaica. I'm even wonder, if Jamaica, it is bad, why is Michael Rubio right now in Jamaica? Why is United States Secretary Michael Rubio right now, he's in Jamaica? What is he looking into Jamaica? Has he come to confirm if Jamaica, it is still bad? This tell you that these people that are playing with the Jamaicans' mind, Jamaicans should stand firm. You should warn these people not to come to your country and telling your country, your leaders what to do, and issuing all this travel ban. They need to concentrate with their country. They need, first of all, to bring their country, the peace of their country together. Because in the United States, everybody has a gun. Everybody in America has a gun. And that's why they are having mass shooting each and every day. And they are talking about Jamaica. They are not talking about their country. Right now, majority of the white people, they are really struggling. We have seen more videos of white people coming out crying because right now the white people, they cannot afford staying in United States. Yeah, they can't afford right now staying. People, they are losing jobs. People, life, it has become more expensive. Yeah, even the basic necessity right now, white people, they cannot afford in their country because they voted in for a bad administration. Majority of the white people, they are regretting why they voted for Donald Trump. So kindly guys, I don't want to talk about what is happening in United States. I will talk that in my next video. Kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.